Hello everyone, welcome to the video and to the channel. My name is Steven. I am a first year dental student about to be a second year dental student. And today is the day before my final exam of my second semester of my first year. It's a huge title of dental school. So it is the day before the big day, the final exam. So I have plenty of things to do. This exam is very large. It's a cumulative final covering all of my courses that we took this semester. So needless to say, even though I've been preparing for really the entire semester and specifically at least a week now, I still have a lot that I need to learn and a lot that I need to recall before taking the test tomorrow. The vlog is gonna cover 3 days. And we're gonna start today here in the day before my final. I'll show you some of the things that I'm doing to prepare for this test, but I'll show you what I do today in the day before a final, and then tomorrow I'll show you taking the final, and then after that, what I'm gonna be up to. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have some really awesome plans as a class to kind of celebrate finishing our first year of dental school. And then on Tuesday, I have a CAD CAM lab. It's the last obligation that I have for the entire semester, and I wanna show you guys what we're kind of getting into during that. So I'll be taking you to the CAD CAM lab on Tuesday. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start repping on some Anki decks, specifically a course covering caryology, the development of dental caries, and then also a neuroanatomy course covering the anatomy of the brain, because those are the 2 courses that I need to do best in on this final. So no more talking, I'm gonna get into it. Okay, so let's see, about 12 o'clock here, and I'm pretty tired of doing what I'm doing, and so I'm going to kind of transition and take a bit of a break from the studying. But I wanted to kind of explain what I'm doing and how I'm approaching this exam. So this is a cumulative final exam that covers 7 subjects in 1 test, and it also covers about, I guess, 5 or 6 months worth of material. And that is honestly crazy, because I remember thinking, like, when I took the DAT, just about how much material I was responsible for, and I was super overwhelmed. This is arguably more material, and yet somehow I'm a lot more relaxed than I was before I took the DAT, because the stakes aren't nearly as high, but also because I feel like I have a good idea, at least the realm of questions that we're gonna receive from the teachers, because we've had so many tests from all of these teachers before. I'm using, my Anki, of course, but my Anki has literally thousands of flashcards, so it's impossible for me to look at all of them. So the way that I'm doing it is that I'm just going back through the major concepts, and then I'm using the Anki browse function to type in a term like salivary amylase, and then that brings up all of the cards from this semester that include that term, and then I can look back through some of the specifics. So it's almost like I'm seeing a bunch of cards without actually studying them. But yeah, it's about 12:20 now, so I'm kind of ready to do something, and I wanted to show you what I've been up to this week as far as exercise is concerned. This is my week so far. Hopefully you can see this. This is the amount of running that I've done this week. You can see it's 22.4 miles in the last week. I'm definitely pretty tired because I have been running a lot more volume than maybe I was before. So my plan for today, Sunday, is to just do kind of like a cool down, relaxing recovery run. And I wanna do 3 miles for this run. Today is just kind of a get moving a little bit and get the body to recover a little bit. I'll do another full workout tomorrow. But yeah, the studying is going as I thought it would, hoping that I get well enough prepared for this final exam. It's just, this is the way it is. This is how it goes. I will catch back up with you when I catch back up with you. Okay, so after my run, I went immediately to the store to get some food because I'm basically almost out of everything. I've been meal prepping all week and I ran out of my lunch meal prep yesterday. So I needed to get just something to hold me over for the next 2 days because I am going home on Tuesday. So show you what I got here. I got some Yucatan potatoes and some red potatoes to kind of mix up with the main course, which is some grass-fed ground beef, of course. This is a pound of ground beef. I'm gonna cook that up, and then I'm going to roast some of these Brussels sprouts here. These will go good in the oven with some salt, pepper, garlic powder. And then on top of, this will make 2 meal preps for 2 lunches. So on top of each one, I'll have a full avocado for some healthy fats. And then I also wanted to show you this, which is a sweet bag of coffee I picked up solely because the bag looked cool. So you can see that it's called Orinoco, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you just go to the store and you pick something because it looks cool. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to whip up this lunch meal prep and then eat it and get back to the studying. Golly, one more day, not even one day. So that is the meal completed. I actually ended up making probably too much, especially of the potatoes and the Brussels sprouts, but it's just kind of like the quantity that I bought. So this is lunch for today and tomorrow. I've also got the avocado right there and then the no sugar ketchup to add to this. So it's just gonna be a powerful bowl, and this is a nutrient packed lunch, I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna eat this up and get back to the desk. So it has been quite a long day. It's now 8:06 and I'm still at work at the desk. I have been, just getting through as much of this stuff as I can get through. I've kind of gotten to the point where I've realized I'm pretty much as prepared as I'm gonna be. The last little bit of this is just sharpening up, making sure that I'm not gonna forget the obvious things, but I really am at where, as far as I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of this, and then I will kind of catch up with you before I go to bed. I'll let you know that I do in fact sleep the night before exams. So I will see you in a bit. All right, so about 10 o'clock here, and it's time for me to get some rest. I always sleep at least a decent bit on the nights before exams. I just have to do it. I can't really study late into the night. I get really ineffective, and I like to just be as sharp as possible. I do wake up early, so I'll be waking up at about 5:20ish maybe. That way I can make sure I get a full breakfast in and also have plenty of time to go through the last bit of Anki cards that I need to go through. But shout out to my classmates who actually do pull all-nighters for these exams. My man Lane, you know what you do, and I know you're watching, so shout out to you. I know you're about to have a long night, buddy. So that is it. I will see you in the morning. Test A, baby. So on a test morning like this, there's not gonna be a ton extra that I do. I'm just gonna go through all of the Anki cards that Anki gives me naturally for this day. Just gonna do a little bit of that, prepare for this thing, and get it done. I'm also gonna make coffee because I haven't done that yet. right, so it is about 7:10, which means that I am less than an hour away from this final exam. And this is going to be the last time that I talk to you before the exam itself. But before I go ahead and do my final prep and take this exam, I wanted to show you a prayer that I typically pray before my exams. If you're not religious, you obviously don't need to worry about this, but if you are interested and it's something that you'd like to pray, just to give you a little bit of peace of mind before you take your exams, I'm gonna show you this prayer. So you can pause the video and check that prayer out. This is a prayer to Saint Joseph of Cupertino, who was a man who really needed assistance in his life taking an exam, and he was given assistance to actually fully pass his exam and do really well on it, even though he wasn't as prepared and as smart as he needed to be to do well. So I pray this prayer before every exam, and it really has helped me, and it's given me great peace of mind. So use it if you're interested. And that is it for my preparation. You know, we'll see what happens. But I always say this when you're preparing for exams: trust in your process, trust in the time that you spend, and you'll hopefully do well. All right, that was not very confident. Let's try that again. Trust in your time, seriously, because the time that you spend is not just going to go unnoticed or unused. So without further ado, let's take this final exam. Well, that is over with. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, that was a challenge. It was tough. It was very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It was probably one of the more difficult exams that we've had in dental school so far. And you know, I think that's just part of it. I am very, very happy to be done though. I mean, what a relief. Tonight we will celebrate the accomplishment of finishing D1 year. Man, feels pretty good. All right, so that was a 3.71 mile run, just completed. My average pace was 7 minutes, 35 seconds per mile, and my total time was 28 minutes and 10 seconds. And there's a jackhammer going on like 100 yards that way, so I apologize. I actually haven't been doing these city runs for very long, just a couple of days, but it was pretty cool because on that run, I saw a bunch of different things. I ran past the gates of the Memphis Redbird Stadium. I ran past the front door of the Memphis Peabody Hotel. I went through the campus of the University of Tennessee Health Science Center and saw a couple of my classmates actually. And then I went right past the front door of the famous Sun Studio where Elvis Presley started his storied career. So just in a 3.7 mile run, I got to see all of that, which is kind of the cool thing about running in a city like Memphis. So that was it for the run, and now I'm gonna go into the gym and get some work done in there. Just kind of hit some shoulders and try to build up this scrawny upper body that I have going here. So. All right, so I didn't record anything yesterday after my run, and I meant to, but I didn't. So it's now 12 o'clock on Tuesday, and I have my CAD CAM lab at 1. I'm packing everything up in my place because I'm going straight from lab back home to Nashville for the summer. So this is it for my entire semester. I'm gonna take you into lab and show you what we're doing with the CAD CAM system. That should be pretty cool. So yeah, one last obligation and then I will be out of here for a nice, well-deserved summer break. So I'm gonna finish packing up everything that I've got and I'll catch you in lab. Jacob, welcome to the vlog.
What up?
What are we working on today?
We are doing CAD CAM lab. Let's get it going.
All right, I'm your eyes. All right, so tell me what you're doing.
CAD CAM, baby.
No.
CAD CAM.
Tell me what you're doing right now. You're getting a digital impression.
That's a very nice way to put it. I'm getting a digital impression.
Yeah. I wish I could show the freaking screen, but it's not coming up. So this is the margin. That right there is Not good. So
Not
fix
good.
that. We scan that prep, and that comes up here, and then we can design a crown to fit on this spot. All right, so here's our final crown design.
Game plan. This is a 19, which means there's a tooth in front of it, there's a tooth behind it.
Right.
So we want contact. A lot of people think you see some color, let's get rid of the color. That's a terrible idea because if your patient doesn't have anything between one tooth and the next, they're gonna end up calling you at night, complaining about the dinner that got stuck there, and you're gonna have to go redo the same crown
Right.
for free, right?
Right.
It's a bummer for you, bummer for your patient. We had a light green, light blue. We actually went in here, we've got some cool tools, and we added a little bit to this contact to do the yellow. I'm gonna add a little bit more just so you guys can see what's going on.
Oh, look at that.
That's a lot more than we need, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go
Smooth
back
it.
and smooth that back down. We are now going to move into our last step, which is actually milling our crown.
All right, sweet.
Turn it back over there. Beautiful.
Thoughts?
Boss. Hey, I think Jacobs just said it perfect.
All right, cool.
There's no more to say.
I just love this stuff. I think about it every day. That's all I talk about all every day.
Look at that. There's the final product. Good stuff. My man, with the handiwork. Yes, sir. That's it for the CAD CAM process. It's actually really simple. My man's kissing the mouth here, but yeah, that's it. All right, so that's gonna do it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire thing. Really happy I had the opportunity to just kind of film the very end of my first year of dental school. It's been quite a special experience, and I'm happy to be able to document it. The CAD CAM lab was awesome, and it's really cool to learn that new technology. It's something that I hope to have and use someday myself. So that's gonna do it for this vlog. I appreciate every single one of you who are watching. Honestly, means the world to me. And be on the lookout for some new content coming from me soon. I'm gonna do a semester recap here on YouTube, and then I will do a full first year of dental school recap on my podcast, the Teeth Time podcast. So be on the lookout for all of that, just discussing everything that happened this year. And that is it. So heading home, it's gonna be a good summer. So that is it. I will see you in the morning. So that is it. I will see you in the morning. Dang! So that is it. I will see you in the morning.